everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Cowboys going up against the Bears.
Larry, we thank you. Well, the Windy City has been brought to its knees by this recent snowstorm, but we are still playing football at Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Prescott down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Prescott from the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Dak on the option left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Cousins now to throw on first down. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Finds a seam inside the 40. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
First down. Here's Cousins. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They try again with Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third and long for Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be from 49 yards out. Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Following the interception, Cousins. Now he's forced out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Obviously a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 41-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On play action, Cousins. He lets it fly for Lockett. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A first update now from Cincinnati. The Raiders are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. He won't go down. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Play action now. Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. Onto the field now come the Bears. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down, Cousins. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Akeem Hicks able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Cousins on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Second down now after the pass completion. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and short. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's complete to Lockett. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They go to Elliott again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Cousins. It's caught. Lockett. Tyler Lockett. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And the Bengals, they've now taken the lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Cohen. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Cousins now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. Prescott from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down carry by Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here we go, first and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. Third down here.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott yet again. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And again, it's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and 4.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Extra point try by Bailey. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run. This is Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Prescott on 1st down. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 41 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery, and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Bears. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This no gimme in the snow. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coach always about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he did knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.
So for Dallas, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they dropped their 11th game now on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.